Finding the right balance between cash and inventory is key. It's all about knowing what your business needs, what your customers want, and what your financial goals are.
Are you a maker who loves your craft but hates the money talk? Welcome to the Profit for Product podcast, where we help makers turn financial chaos into clarity, all in 20 minutes or less. I'm Meagen Berquist, a money coach for handmade business owners. Follow me as I cover everything from budgeting basics to scaling your finances. We've got the stories, strategies, and encouragement you need to stay on track. Each episode will break down financial concepts into bite-sized, easy-to-understand tips so that you can implement them easily. Whether you're just starting out or looking to scale your business, tune in to learn how to master your money so you can get back to making. Now let's get started.
Hey friend, welcome to the Profit for Product podcast, where we talk about becoming profitable even when you're not a numbers person. I'm your host, Meagen Berquist. I'm the founder of Stella Sol Sustainables, a handmade eco-home product brand, and a money coach for fellow handmade businesses. Between service businesses and product businesses, there's one massive difference, and that is our inventory. This has a huge impact on your finances, and it's a decision every business owner must make. Which one do you prioritize? It's important to note that your answer may change throughout the year. It certainly does for me. It may be that you prioritize keeping the cash during some seasons and inventory in another. For example, in my handmade business, I tend to prioritize cash during the first half of the year, which during my slower seasons, only purchasing when I really need to, like I completely run out of something or I'm about to completely run out of something, versus in the latter half of the year when I'm prepping for Q4, which is my busiest season. I tend to prioritize stocking inventory, even sometimes utilizing debt in order to do that, knowing that I will have a fully stocked product closet, keeping stress from me later in the year. Now, there's no wrong answer, but I want you to think about the pros and cons for each of them so you're intentionally making this decision and not just doing it because, yeah, that's what you should do. Keeping more cash. The pros. You have more flexibility. More cash on hand means that you can handle surprises better, like unexpected expenses or cool opportunities. Need to fix something, grab a bulk discount, or weather a rough patch? Cash lets you do that. There's less debt stress. Extra cash helps you pay off debts quicker, saving you from those pesky interest payments and improving your overall financial situation. It also usually means less stress about money and better credit terms. And there's room for growth. With more cash, you can invest in things that help your business grow, like marketing, new products, expanding your team, or investing in business courses for yourself. This can boost your revenue over the long term and help you scale up. One of the cons of keeping and prioritizing cash is if you have too much cash and not enough inventory, you might not be able to keep up with customer demand. Now, this is something that comes and goes, and you have to really know your numbers and what your sales cycle is like. Um, and if that sounded like I was just speaking a different language, all I mean by sales cycle is how long does it take for you to get from your raw materials to having it sold and off to your new customer. And knowing your numbers in this case is how much of what product do you normally sell in a given. With the cyclical nature of our businesses, you're really going to have a wide array of how long it takes you to get a product from start to finish. And that's okay. It's all part of just knowing your numbers. Another con is risking not getting the best prices on your cost of goods. Prioritizing your cash may mean that you occasionally run low on materials or have to order them in a pinch, which could lead to a higher cost of goods for your product. The last con is you having too much cash might mean you're not making the most of your resources. It could suggest you're being too cautious, missing out on chances to grow your business, or you're just plain not paying yourself enough. You got into this business in order to make money, right? You didn't just do it so that you'd have a big hobby that sometimes makes you money. I mean, maybe you did, but if you're listening to this podcast, probably the former. So if you're keeping too much cash on hand, then look at where you can spend it, whether that means investing in things or paying yourself. So keeping more inventory. The pros, you're always ready for customers. With more inventory, you're more ready to meet customer demand right away. This means a quicker turnaround time, more sales, happier customers, and eventually more repeat business. You can save money in bulk buys. So buying in bulk usually means you're getting the stuff cheaper per unit. So if you're buying 12 instead of 3 or 300 instead of 10, usually that means that you can get a lower price, which means that your cost of goods is lower and ultimately means more profit per unit. And the last pro for keeping more inventory is streamlined production. More inventory usually means less frequent reordering, which can make your production and ordering processes smoother. This saves time and cuts down on admin work and lets you focus more on your zone of genius. There are some cons to inventory, just like there were with cash. Storage costs and risk. More inventory means you need more storage space, which can be pricey if you don't have space in your for it. Plus, there's the risk of stuff becoming obsolete, getting damaged, stolen, uh, fire, flooding, all of these things that is a risk. Plus, there's just the mental toll of having your business stuff everywhere. I'm speaking as someone who has this stuff everywhere in my home. Like, there's pretty much not a room in my house that does not have something related to my business. Another con, money is tied up. Money spent on inventory isn't available for other things. It can put a strain on your cash flow and limit your ability to handle unexpected cost or invest in your growth. And then there's the inventory headaches. Managing a lot of inventory, unless you have a good system, can be a hassle and time consuming. You need good inventory management to avoid issues like overstocking or running out, which can mess with both your operations and profits. Finding the right balance between cash and inventory is key. It's all about knowing what your business needs, what your customers want, and what your financial goals are. Every business is different, so the best strategy is usually a mix of both. And only you are going to know what that means for you. If you look down in the show notes, there is a link to book your free money audit with me, and I can help you kind of sort through that stuff. If you liked today's podcast, I would be so appreciative if you took a moment to review the podcast. This will help other handmade business owners find us and take charge of their finances to build more profitable businesses. Come join me on Instagram at Profit for Product and say hi. I look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Bye for now.